Day 4.
Yes, my 4th day.
Day 16.
Crazy.
Not nuts. I'm
like
I'm
4
past halfway.
times.
It's 4 times 4.
It's late right now, okay?
It is.
late.
It's almost
And
it's like 11:30 right now.
yes, it
We're
is.
getting this in late today.
Yeah,
It's
'cause-
technically still the day, so we're getting
yes, yes.
it in. Yeah.
But
Been a
we
long
both
day.
feel like we need a float.
We did pads earlier.
Oh my goodness.
She freaking smoked it.
It was
Freaking killed it.
awesome. But then
It
I
was
was
awesome.
writing notes and my hand was so shaky. I had to put mascara on with 2 hands. So it was just like shaking. I was like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible.
So, definitely a lot of growth happening.
That's right. Nervous system activation. Recovery time. Let's do it.
Sweet. Ready?
Boom.
I'm not saying anything.
Peace.
Okay, go.
Good evening.
It's 1 in the morning.
It's 1 in the morning. Good morning. Holy moly. Day 16. Day 4.
It's another day. That might bother some of you.
How do you feel?
I feel good. Let's see. Relaxed. I mean, that's a given. And like I was telling you earlier, in the pod, I don't feel like I was as relaxed, but there's no way you're going to leave the pod and not feel relaxed. So I am relaxed, but the experience in the pod wasn't too relaxed. But there was new things in the pod, so that was cool. Like, just that I don't know, there's always, just like how you've been saying, there's, even when you think that it's like, what else could happen? I'm just floating. But a lot happens. Like, it's cool.
They are different every single time.
Yeah, which is interesting.
Every time.
Which is really kind of weird. It still kind of, like, baffles my mind a little. How next time it'll
Be
different. And the next
Yeah.
time. And then, like, you're on your 16th. And you're still having, like, new.
Brand new. Tonight was brand new
Yeah.
for me. Tonight was... I've never had that much energy in the tank before. Like, to where I didn't know where to put it. And it kind of helped me comprehend what it would be like to, like, have ADD or something. Like, have all of this energy but not know where to put it. I was kind of, like, pushing off the walls. My thoughts were going crazy. I was thinking about 8 different things. And then I realized, or I asked myself, like, where is my energy going? And it kind of, like, neutralized the aspect of the expression and kind of brought it back into a piece of wonder. And that wonder kind of helped open up the doors for, like, finding or discovering answers for why, not just kind of being thrown into the whirlpool, but like what's happening within the whirlpool and everything slowing down within the process. It's pretty wild. And then, because like it wasn't relaxing in the tank, but right now I feel way more relaxed as well. That's so wild.
Yeah. I'm still trying to comprehend it.
Yeah. That one felt like the longest tank for me because it was so
actually.
super different. Usually they're like I'm relaxed and I'm out.
Yeah.
This one was like dragging on to where like I contemplated getting out like twice. But I didn't. I stayed in, and yeah,
I sat up during it. I was like, we need to sit up, but then all the salt came to my eyes. The water bottles really help.
They really do.
Yes. Yeah, and that was just part of me, I guess you could say, a little restless, because I was laying down, but then I wasn't relaxed, and so I was like, what would it be like to sit up? But then that didn't last long, and then went back to floating.
Yeah, I've said it before.
But like I was saying, I found, I don't know what made me think of this, but my legs, I guess, were not as relaxed. Like, I didn't know that I could let my legs float more. And so that was one interesting thing. It literally, like, I guess I was just holding them straight, and then I was like relaxed, and then it just like,
that's cool.
yeah, and then that really, I think I laughed even. I was like, what the heck?
And my forearms relaxed more this time. Like my forearms like gave in more. It was super wild.
Yeah. And then, oh, like I also mentioned, I heard, I don't know if anybody else, I mean, it to me, it doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal, but at the same time, the only thing that kind of stood out was that, so like I heard my heartbeat more. I actually like heard it pretty loud, pretty clear. And the only thing that was curious, that like made me curious, was how come I didn't hear it like the last 3 times, because it just, I don't know, like maybe it was just like my, like, I don't know, maybe I have an elevated heart rate right now or something, because I did come back from like a really cool meeting and I was just like hyped, and but like the other times too, I went in excited and stuff. It just stood out because, you know, you're in a tank with no light and no sound, so
well,
and it was right in the beginning where I was like, oh, I hear, or I notice my heartbeat kind
that's
of thing.
cool.
Yeah, so that was cool.
To me, that's showing that like you're picking up on more of the subtleties that we experience always.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't really experience them because we're focused on so many different things.
Yeah.
You know, I'm looking at you in the camera and you're looking at me and I'm making eye contact with you. That's super weird. Oh man, I want to say one more thing. So all day today I've had like really high energy, and that like was brought with me into the tank. Like we had an awesome freaking pad session. I had another awesome pad session right after Marisa, and so it was just like pumped up because everybody was doing freaking good. Like I was getting really into it, like helping them, you know, like slip and move and strike and counter and come up, and like just really put a lot of my own intention into our own session. And it really helped because like with my intention, like brought her responses to be like better. And I've noticed that in people, like if I'm lazy in my coaching, then they don't really respond the best. But if I put my full attention and intention into what we're going through, then they get more excited, and that energy builds and builds and builds and builds. So I had like 3 hours of that in a row. And then I was gonna get in the tank around like 6 or 7, but my energy was like so on point that I wanted to wait till later because I knew that it could be applied elsewhere. So here we are at 1 a.m.
I know.
getting done. But yeah, I think that's a big reason why the tank happened to be the way it was for me. But it's cool.
Energy.
It's beautiful. Energy is freaking awesome.
Yeah, when you get to understand it more.
And feel it and apply
I actually realize it, you know, instead of energy just being like, you know, how we learn it through, like, I don't know, like energy, it doesn't really, we're never really taught about it in depth. I think like even from school, like, you know, what's the definition of energy, and you just kind of think of it, but you never really like know this whole other aspect of it, of how you can kind of control it in a way. It's always like, I don't know, I always think of it in sports as like, well, you need energy to go practice. Well, you need energy, like, you know, you need, I don't know, energy, like physically, you know, to jump up and rebound the ball or something. But you never think of it as this outside, kind of more in, beautiful is not the right word, but kind of in just like this more beautiful, holistic way where it's like, I don't know, you can, more of like you can control. I'm rambling now, so I don't know how to describe it, but it's just, I don't know, the way that we were taught from when we were little is just like, what's the definition, but then we never actually learn about energy and what it can provide and how we can use it.
Or cultivate it.
Yes.
Through breathing.
Yes. Yeah. Just, I tried. Makes sense in my mind.
It was perfect. Thank you. Day 16.
Day 5 next.
Day 5 next, at some point.
Yes. Soon. Always soon.
Much love. Always. Until next time. Peace.
Until next time. Have a good morning.